All right, hello and welcome back to the Anime Happy Hour podcast. I'm Jonathan, and tonight I'm joined here by my two co-hosts. Feeling a little generous tonight, so we'll put Jake in number two spot. We won't put him in last.
Finally made it.
He's lucky Kirk didn't join us tonight, and Kirk bailed. If he decided to join us, we were dropping Jake right back down.
Oh, jeez.
Last, but certainly not least, joining us again, we got Richie.
Hello.
In case this is your first time joining us, we're the Anime Happy Hour podcast. Every week, we get together, pour ourselves a drink, and discuss the world of anime and what's going on in it. A few disclaimers before we get started. Yeah, we're an anime podcast, but we're also an adult podcast, so therefore there's going to be the occasional swearing. We discuss recent events from episodes both new and old. So here's your spoiler warning ahead of time. Lastly, these are our own personal opinions, as I'm sure a lot of you have. Leave them in the comment section. We'll make sure to get a chuckle out of them later. We'd love to hear all your feedback regarding anything we got going on with the show, so feel free to hit us up on any of our social media. Just look up Anime Happy Hour Podcast on Facebook at Anime Happy Hour Pod 03. Or email us at animehappyhour951@gmail.com. Or you can check all of our social media and YouTube links at our Anchor page, anchor.fm/happyanimehour03. Now let's dive into the show, as we do every single week, to kind of follow along the theme of Happy Hour here. Gotten ourselves a drink to enjoy. So, Richie, what do you got going on?
Who wants to guess?
I'll take a wild shot in the dark here and say Miller High Life.
Oh, look at that. He knows. Still have got the same, pack as I got a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how many episodes I can make this last. I think I'm on 4 right now.
Something like
I think
that.
I started episode 17 or 18.
I honestly might put it working on the new logo design for us. I'm about to just make sure that you have a Miller High Life shirt on in the picture.
Fair? I'm all for it. It's my favorite beer, so I will not be disappointed.
Also, just putting that out there, we are looking for sponsors, so Miller High Life, holler at us if you need to,
Yeah, I'll always support you.
We'll all buy shirts and drink as much beer as possible. Me personally, I got whiskey sour going. Wow. The ghetto whiskey sour, the Mountain Dew whiskey version. I know Jake appreciates that one.
Yeah, it's a solid drink.
And I kind of had a day at work today, so I also poured myself up a nice shot of straight up Mexican tequila. So,
Ooh.
Here's to that.
Good luck, man. Yeah.
So this is the end for John as far as this episode's concerned.
Yeah, I might as well take the entire news.
Well, it's a good thing that we have two co-hosts. And, well, our drunk translator here, Jake.
Yeah. I'm going a little fancy this week. I've got the Smart Water.
Smart water.
Ooh.
Yeah, got to get those electrolytes.
Trying to come in and be all scholarly on us.
I am wearing glasses.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I forgot mine tonight. You can already tell it's going to
Someone's
be
gonna
a rough
class
start.
up the joint.
Just call me the Tenya Ida of the pod.
Ugh. Fucking tequila, man. Not a wave. Well, with that, what have we been watching, everybody? Jake, what do you got?
Well, I have been catching up on Attack on Titan. I'm not that far into season 4, but I'm trying to get caught up by the final episode so we can talk about that one. And then the obvious one, My Dress Up Darling.
Yep. I watched
Love to
a few
see
more
it.
episodes of that.
This past episode was very risque, if
it
I
was.
can say that, which I'm not against. Yeah, it's a good show. I'm interested to see if, because it's been very, there's been really no conflict in the show so far, and it's getting towards the end of the first season. It'll only be 12, right? Or is it going to 24?
I believe so.
I believe
So I'm wondering if we're going to get some conflict coming up, like rival cosplayers or some shit. I don't know. Something to leave us on a cliffhanger.
Maybe. That'd be interesting to see.
Or like
I'd be
something getting in between Gojo and her. Like,
Yeah.
there's like something like that drives a wedge between them, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, because there's always got to be that one part of the love story that, you know.
There's always a triangle.
Yes.
It can never be, a line, I guess.
I'm just saying if they don't end up like together by the end of the show, like there's going to be words to be said.
Well, I know there's a lot more manga after this season would end, so they're not going to be together. Like shit like this in anime and manga, they don't get together until the very last chapter most of the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Touche.
I think, especially in a show like this, they're going to wait till the very end to do it.
Yeah.
Or like the manga, even.
But I mean, with the like receiving that it's been getting, there's no shot. There's no chance we're not getting a second season. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if they announce it immediately after the season ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something quick at least. Like probably like maybe winter of next year or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be like that quickly. They'll probably announce it, but we'll probably get it next winter
Yeah.
season.
That'd be fine by me.
Jake, we need you to start ranking it Kings.
Yeah, you have to watch this show. Oh my
All right.
god.
I'll watch it.
Like, I hate to be that guy, but we put you on these shows that you are not about for the longest time, and then you start them and you're like,
I think I like it more because of how long I say I'm not going to watch it.
yeah, but we're getting to the end of the second half, or is it the second half or the second season?
It's the second half of season 1.
Second half of season 1. We're getting close to the end of it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. My word.
Yeah,
My word as an anime fan.
It might take a few
next
weeks,
episode
but
for it.
we'll get there.
I'm excited.
Because it took
Have
them a
you
while.
caught all the way up, John?
What's up?
Have you caught all the way up?
No, I'm a few episodes back, but I'm working on it. I got caught up a few times and ended up going to watch My Dress Up Darling because they dubbed a few more episodes.
I'm a big fan of the dub.
Yeah, the dub's really well done. I think the dub's really well done in my Ranking of Kings too.
Yeah.
I actually really like that.
I really like Kage. I like his voice.
Yep. Other than that, I really haven't watched too much over the last week. Other than our show. What else did I got going? Like I said, I watched My Dress Up Darling. I watched Ranking of Kings, and then I watched our show. I don't think I watched anything outside of that. I didn't see this week's Attack on Titan.
Neither did I, so we don't have to talk about it.
All right, because I know we were talking about it yesterday, potentially watching it. But
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just didn't have time. Too busy. We'll do a little digression here. Too busy playing Elden Ring. This
jeez.
podcast's newest obsession.
yeah. It's kind of an addiction.
It is an addiction. It's not kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I did yesterday. I'm pretty sure. I woke up, I worked for a couple hours, and I played Elden Ring.
Yeah, we were literally on all day. We got
Yeah, I
off
think
for
when
an
we got-
hour each, and then that was about it.
How's the co-op?
Yeah.
It's way more. I think it's a lot better than the Dark Souls games. It's way more user friendly.
For sure.
I had this this moment. This is a quick sidebar. I had this moment. I felt super bad because I've never really been into the co-op in Dark Souls and all that stuff, like PvP or anything. But for one of the quests, you need to invade someone 3 times, right? But they have it now to where when you invade, you only invade people co-oping.
Yeah.
And I've never invaded anyone before. So I kind of got a little nervous, you know what I mean? So when I popped in, they were fighting a dragon. A dragon I had a lot of trouble with, right?
Yeah.
And then, but I was like, oh shit, this will be easy. So I went and fired a few spells at the host, killed him immediately because the dragon breath hit him too. And then the other guy just kind of sat down, did the gesture to sit down, and then I backed out. And then I was like, oh, well, now that I think about it, I probably should have helped him with the dragon first because that thing's a bitch, and now I'm an asshole.
No. That's when you take advantage of the situation. Because that's how I got mine. I distracted the co-op player, and then the boss killed the host, and I didn't even have to do any work.
Yeah.
But that question you're talking about, though, you don't have to kill them. You just have to invade 3 times.
Yeah.
So you don't have to win any of the fights.
Solid. Takes so long to invade, though.
I know. Sometimes they spawn you so far away, and you're like on top of a mountain, and you have to run. But yeah, no, it's crazy. I know so many people that are just like caught up in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, how many people we were talking on Xbox yesterday?
We had
there was
10
of us.
7 people in the party,
all playing Elden Ring.
That's wild.
Literally every single one
at different points, and we always I don't know. The co-op's more fun because we'll all be on the same boss. There'll be 3 or 4 of us, and so we'll finish it with one, and we're like, all right, we can fucking do this because we just did it once. We're gonna do it 2 more times with the other 2, and just keep running it with 3 or 4 of us.
Yeah.
It's a good time. I find it's definitely more user friendly this time because you can just get crafting materials for it and just craft 1,000,001 summoning
the co-ops,
summoning things. So,
but back to the main topic.
Yeah.
I caught up on Ari Ferretta this week.
Oh, okay.
So finally
I'm
got
still
there.
a few weeks behind, but you can talk about it. I've read the books.
They did the.
I thought it was pretty good.
They did the big. They started the big fight, didn't they?
That's the next episode. Is the big fight.
Which big fight?
It's coming this week.
So against what's the Angel?
The
I don't know
Angel.
her name.
They're that far already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're what 10 in, 9 in.
I think it's only 7 or 8. I thought, but I could be wrong.
Like the Angel in the Capitol.
Yeah, I think. Well, she comes to him. I think.
Yeah, but there's that whole battle at the
Yeah.
Capitol. That's one of my favorite arcs.
Yeah. Okay, I'm excited for that. Yeah, they just were revealed that the teacher got kidnapped. Who kidnapped the teacher?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
8. They're 8 in.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I saw a whole thing with the top 3 fights to look forward to this week or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I watched it. So I caught up with Ranking of Kings as well.
Yeah, because Ranking of Kings is on there.
Platinum End
and then Ari Ferretta.
Ari Ferretta. Yeah, but I get not watching Platinum End. Fuck that. I could not watch it.
Yeah, I wanted to like it, and I think I've heard a lot of good things about it getting a lot better, but it was just so hard for me to keep up with.
Yeah, I watched the first half of the first 12 episodes, and I just couldn't pick it up for the next 12.
There's something about the animation that just bugged me.
That's fair.
I don't know, but maybe once it's over, I'll just binge watch it when it's dubbed or something.
Yeah, because it's all 24 episodes. Is the entirety of it.
Yeah.
So there won't be a season 2.
So I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I watched this week. Not that I can remember.
Okay.
I've been off my grind on the daily One Piece and everything.
Well, that's the thing is I'll have weeks that I'll
Richie.
watch probably 40 episodes of a bunch of different shows, and then I'll have weeks that I should watch bare minimum.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a good excuse with work. That's all I'm saying.
I got to catch back up on One Piece because
Me too.
I think it was episode 114 is going to be the animated version of Chapter 1000, which was insane. So I'm really looking forward to that. I got to catch back up.
Yeah, I don't know how far they are in at this point.
I think it's got to be 114's coming either this week or next week. Okay. Or 1014 is what I mean.
I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. So it's I thought you meant 114.
No, episode 1014.
Yeah. I get you now.
Because that's what One Piece is. They're the big boys in the thousands.
Yeah, 13 was just happened. Yeah, 14's coming this week. Yeah, there's a lot of shows I got to catch up on, but like I said, I have weeks where I'm on, weeks where I'm off, so I'll probably grind out Richie's show for next week and then start watching some week-to-week shows. catch up on them.
It's a good show. My show's a very good show. That's all I'm saying. I think I finally redeemed myself.
I'm looking forward to it. Don't let me down.
I'll watch it during the editing tomorrow.
All right, sounds
I have
good.
to get off Elden Ring for more than a fucking hour, too. It's going to be the toughest part. All right, well, with that, we'll slide right into our news section. Richie, you want to take the first handful?
Yeah, sure.
Just stop whenever you want it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. First piece of news this week, Spy X Family got a new visual, and they got their release date for April 9th. How you guys feeling
This
about
show I'm hyped for.
I'm looking forward.
me
I
too.
haven't seen anything on it. I read a little bit, like the first couple chapters when it first came out. I'm going to try and go in blind. I'm excited for it.
I've heard a lot of good things about people who've read like all of the manga.
Yeah.
Like I've heard a ton of good things. Like this is one of those shows that a lot of people were like, I need an anime for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
I did see a
excited
lot
to
of that.
see. And like all the visuals and shit that I've seen for it, like look pretty good. So I'm very excited for this. And April 9th is coming quick. We're only a month out from the spring season, so we only got a few more weeks of all the winter shows. So
Yeah, it should be good. I'm excited. Looking forward to it. Next up on the news, My Dress Up Darling's author cried after seeing the first 2 episodes of the anime. Makes sense. I don't think we have to
Doesn't
expand on
surprise
that
me.
one at all.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you put however many hours and a lot of hard work into this, it gets picked up. And then you see someone animate your work as well as the show is done. I would be hyped.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's a genuine reaction to, like, how the show
Yeah.
is actually, portrayed.
Yeah.
So, it's a good
it's
sign.
definitely a great way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, applause to him for all the hard work and putting out the source material.
For sure.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Everybody appreciates it. This show is
Yeah,
kind of a
exactly.
sleeper show for a lot of people that ended up being, like, people who, like, you wouldn't expect to watch a show like this.
Yeah, well.
Started watching a show like this.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, Jake. I mean, like,
I love my rom-coms, so I was all about this.
I'm,
I
like,
love
very picky on my
rom-coms too,
rom-coms.
but I'm very picky. Like, if the title doesn't interest me, I'm not going to watch it. But a lot of the ones I end
Okay.
up watching, I really like.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Next piece of news, Hero X Villain, the rom-com, got confirmed release date for April 8th, so another spring show.
Hyped about this one, too. This one looks pretty funny. Pretty good.
Never even heard of this one.
Yeah.
Same here. I'll
I've
have to
seen a
look into
few,
it.
like, visuals. It looks pretty good.
Nice. Continuing on the line of spring announcements, Ascendance of a Bookworm Season 3 begins April 11th. I haven't seen the first 2 seasons, but I've seen only good things about it.
Yeah,
So.
I've seen a lot of good things about it. It's another show that I kind of got to watch and catch up on, but I've definitely seen a lot of good things on it, so glad they actually picked up a 3rd season.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
But
Next up, Solo Leveling. The official OST is released. It was performed by the K-pop band The Boys. Jake, what's your opinion on this?
All right, so let me preface this by saying The Boys, great group, good friends with Stray Kids. The song Echo, really freaking good. I don't like all The Boys' music, but the style of music I do like from them is definitely along with this song. And just to clarify, by OST, this is, if my understanding is correct, I did a little bit of research. So this is an OST for the webtoon, for the manhwa, to like celebrate it finishing. There's still no official
open.
announcement of an anime. However, if we do get an announcement of an anime, I wouldn't be disappointed for if this song was the opening song or whatever. There's 2 separate videos you can check out for this. The first one is by like DNC Webtoon something. And it's like kind of pseudo-animated shots from the Webtoon with the song in the background. And then there's the boys music video for the song, once again called Echo. Check it out. And in the music video, if you guys haven't read Solo Leveling, right?
I've read a good chunk of it. I haven't finished it.
I've read the first 3 comics, whatever they call like the books.
So there's a lot of really cool like CG live action like moments that they have from the manhwa in the music video. It's really cool to watch, so I would check it out. Anyone who's a fan of Solo Leveling or K-pop.
Yeah, let's hope for an anime. I thought they confirmed it, didn't they? We talked about this.
Yeah, there's rumors, but there's been rumors for like the past 5 years. Nothing has been officially confirmed.
Oh, okay.
I could have swore we covered it at one point, but
I thought we did.
Yeah, I know we did, and that's why I thought this was for the anime, but I did some research, and apparently it is not.
Oh, yeah. According to unofficial reports, Solo Leveling anime will probably release around March 2023.
Okay. Yeah, so all unofficial stuff.
Yeah.
The next article down says officially confirmed. So, who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
There's so much.
Until I see anything by an official studio.
Yeah, in the comments under the videos, there was no one who thought that there was an official announcement. Everyone was saying we need to get this anime. So I would imagine if a bunch of people, nobody knows, then it's not been confirmed.
Yeah, it says a microblogging site out of China called Weibo, an insider, has given the confirmation of Solo Leveling anime that is getting an official, and the announcement of the release date is going to be taking place soon. So, that's about all we got.
We can only wait and see what happens.
I do agree, though, with some of the stuff I read. If Solo Leveling gets, like, well animated, then it's going to be, like, top-tier anime of the year type shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's probably going to follow along the, like, somewhat of the art style of, like, the show we are going to be talking about later, Tower of God.
It'll be a different art style.
It's definitely going to be like a more, I don't want to say stencil-y, but like a lot of like the webtoon art style is like more like heavily outlined.
I would imagine the art style, at least for the fight animation, would be much more similar to God of High School.
Yeah.
Okay.
But world building will probably be a little bit like Tower of God. I don't know. All we can hope for is a good studio to get it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if it gets picked up as like one of the Crunchyroll exclusives, like Tower of God did, I mean, like that's going to be a big step for them. Because I feel like there's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be like within the next year somewhat of an announcement of Crunchyroll partnering with webtoons.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be a huge partnership, especially with everything that's going on with Funimation.
They already announced a partnership, though.
On a larger scale, I mean, like maybe bringing some more, like a separate studio to bring more of the webtoons into a anime realm.
And let's hope that that's what they're waiting for to announce Season 2 of Tower of God. Because please, no pun intended, for the love of God, give us a Season 2.
Yeah. All right, well, on to the next. We got Richie still.
There we go. Yeah, my internet's kind of a little choppy.
Ethernet's not doing the best for you.
I think it's my laptop. It's like actually just like overheating.
Yeah.
Well, run it on to the next.
Yeah, on to the next. That time I was reincarnated as a slime. The movie is confirmed for this November.
Nice. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, but I'm pissed at the same time. Don't get me wrong, more slime is a good thing, but that's an hour and a half We gotta wait like 8 months for an hour and a half, and then however much longer after that for season 3.
Do we want to go there?
We probably shouldn't.
I mean, we could go there, John.
That's Bleach season, baby.
Yeah, but Bleach is ass. Slime is good.
Bleach season. See, the thing is I won't talk shit about a show until I've watched the whole show.
Yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
I can talk shit about Richie shows because I watched them to their completion.
No, yeah, my shows have been shit. That's fair.
Well,
I'm
I can
somewhat
talk.
I
I could
watched
talk shit
1,000
about
plus
Bleach
episodes of
because
One
I don't
Piece,
actually mean it.
Yeah, see? That's, yeah.
I'll talk as much shit as I want, considering it's all fake.
Bleach season, baby.
All right. So
I'm looking forward to the fall
Do
season.
we have
Put it that way.
Do we have a release date for that?
For Bleach?
Oh. I think it was.
Oh, for Bleach or the slime?
Bleach.
I want to say, I don't know. They just said start of fall season, which is September, ain't it? September, October.
I want to say early October, but
Yeah, probably. I think October sounded right. I want to
I
say.
got a lot of
So-
catching up to do.
Yeah, you do. Well, while we're talking about releases, Richie,
Mushoku Tensei season 2 got greenlit. Big surprise from no one. We got the OVA coming out next week after, something like that.
yeah, I want to say next week.
The 16th.
Nobody's watching that shit.
Nobody
You're
wants
just
to watch.
mad.
Yeah. It's fair.
I mean,
I was a
gives
fan
us-
until the end. Now fuck her.
He did.
she gives us a reason to be mad. So
Yeah.
All right.
let me speculate a little bit here. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
So I saw they released a bunch of images and stills from that episode.
Yeah.
And let me put it this way. There was a male boy character that was introduced in that episode.
In the OVA?
Yeah,
Yep.
It's not Rudy. There's
It's
a
not
boy in
Rudy,
it.
but it's the same age.
Yup. You should look up the trailer.
Bitches,
Yeah.
dude.
Yup, there's a male character their age that was introduced in that episode that I feel like is going to be partially the reason why she went on this, quote, adventure after and why she left Rudy.
I'm just getting angry sitting here, dude.
Like, I feel like it's a little deeper,
Yeah.
And
We'll
it
have
might
to
be
see.
why they're releasing this episode. Give us a little plot detail for what's to come in season 2. There's going to be a new character thrown into the mix.
If that's the case, there will be no redemption for her in my eyes.
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
You're just going to have to look up the picture because, man, I saw stills and stuff from that. Whew. As soon as I saw that, I was like, dude, another love interest right there. That's it. That's why she left.
Yeah, but she's not the main character. We don't give a fuck about her.
I mean, she was somewhat of a main character. She was
Yeah.
in about 80% of the show. Every episode, just about.
Yeah. She's still a side character. We don't care about her.
That's funny.
Yeah.
She was just there to show off Rudy as his pervy side.
She didn't need
I
to
don't
be
think-
there for that.
Yeah, I know.
That's fair.
Dude, it was just messed up that she, gave him a little something before she left.
Yeah. Just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, why tease him with a good time and then, when he wakes up, you're gone?
Especially with, I mean, she's not privy to the information, but with the mental state that Rudius was in his past life and everything he had to do to overcome that, and she just threw him back in that hole.
But you can tell. He's growing up now, He finally got to his time. It's Roxy time, baby. It's
That's all
Roxy
that.
time.
Dude.
Only girl that matters. Only girl that matters.
Yeah, well, there's Roxy, and then what's the elf girl's name?
Sylphie?
Sylphie. Sylphie will
believe
be
so.
in the next season. Because
Yeah.
that teaser at the end. But
I think
If
it's going to
we're-
be It's going to be a big thing between Roxy and Sophie.
Yeah, but if we're being honest, there's only one clear winner.
Yeah.
It's got to be Roxy. All day.
Yeah.
All day. It can't be Sophie. Come on now.
No.
Can't be.
We could talk about this all day, boys.
Yeah.
We could.
Well, with that, I'll slide right in here.
Oh, wow.
Another confirmed release date. Classroom of the Elite confirmed for not only season 2, but season 3 as well.
I don't remember the exact date, but I think season 2 they said will come out in June.
I thought it
Yeah.
was July, but
July.
I could be
You
wrong.
wanted it June or
Summer
July, one
season.
of those.
It's summer season. It's
Yeah.
not happening in the
Yeah.
spring. But yeah, we got season 3 confirmation as well. So we're gonna be getting a lot more of Classroom of the Elite.
So I was talking to Richie about this before the pod a little bit, but I did a little bit of reading on it, and I'm not exactly sure what the plan is. I haven't found anything that said it explicitly, because he was talking about how both season 2 and 3 will tell the entirety of the first year saga, which we already got a lot of in season 1. But a lot of the fans of the light novels were upset with season 1 because it left a lot of things out. So I'm not sure if season 2 is going to reboot season 1, and then
They're gonna start over with season 1.
yeah, and tell, so season 2 and season 3 will be the complete saga, or if season 2 will just pick up after season 1, which I'm cool with either. But I mean, as I didn't read the light novels, so I'm perfectly okay with season 1 being season 1.
Yeah, it was well done. So it's not like.
Yeah.
But I'm still happy that I mean, maybe if you just start talking like you have been with every other show, like, oh,
Dude,
we'll never
I'm-
get another season.
Well,
We'll never get
yeah.
another season. We'll never get another season.
We'll never get another season of Tower of God.
Never.
Next week we're gonna get a confirmation.
Dude.
I'd be okay
I
with
wish.
that, man.
Let's save that talk for later.
Yeah, for later. Well, on to the next. Got a lot of news this week. So, Attack on Titan's kind of coming to its closing episodes within the next few weeks. We're on the back end of the last season. But there is an Attack on Titan spinoff that you should make sure to check out. It's a manga spinoff. It's not some short little OVA backstory. It's a full 65 chapter series with brand new characters, and it's called Before the Fall. A little synopsis here real quick. While the manga is official prequel to the main AOT story, and it delves into the story of Kuklo, the Titan's son. Kuklo was born while his mother was being eaten by a Titan. In fact, the Titan actually swallowed him along with his mother, but later on spit him out. If that isn't enough to make you want to read it, don't worry, there's plenty more to go. The story goes into the world of Attack on Titan that actually sets up many of the things we see in the main story, such as the Survey Corps, the 3D the maneuvering gear, Titan's weaknesses, and the Titan attacks. So it's kind of a
this is
prequel to
already
everything
out,
that's-
right?
Yes. Yep.
Because
it's been out.
I've seen Before the Fall before. I've never actually read the manga, but I've seen it around.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much like I saw a whole article about like with the conclusion of Attack on Titan. If you want more, just make sure to go check out like this because you'll get.
Yeah.
It covers like everything. I think it's like 70 years, something like that. I think it covers like the 70 years before.
The Fall of Shinganshina.
Yeah, the main events of AOT, which would be cool to get like a 1 season, maybe 2 season like spin off of, maybe after the fact.
We'll see how you feel after the show ends.
Yeah, but it's a prequel. I mean, it's
I'm
not
just
like it's
saying.
like. I'm not saying like I'm not gonna dislike the. Ending or anything that AOT.
I'm not saying you'll
done.
dislike it either, but it's as much of an ending as you can get in a story.
Yeah, but it's not like they're building like upon it. It's
I know. I'm just saying,
all stuff
like,
that's happened before the,
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
We got a couple of weeks. I think
we'll revisit this.
Yeah, in about a month.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, the Dr. Stone manga has officially ended after a 5-year run. I haven't really seen it. I saw the first season, but I haven't seen anything after that, and I haven't read the manga. So
I read the manga up to like chapter 50, and then stopped. But maybe I'll have to pick it back up. It's pretty good.
they're supposedly adapting the whole manga into the anime and then calling it. So
Makes sense.
How far are they now? They only have, what, 2 seasons?
2 or 3. I think they have one more season left to go before the end of the manga story is concluded.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty much caught up. They're relatively close to being caught up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, solid run. I know it caught a lot of people's attention. So, congratulations on your conclusion. Put it that way. 2 seasons. 2 seasons. So actually, let me do this one quick. Trapped in a Dating Sim. Release date April 3rd. I've not seen anything or heard anything.
I saw like
the
a
name
graphic
alone
for it.
sold
Yeah,
me.
me too.
Yeah. I don't know. It's it'll be interesting to see because it if I remember correct, I saw the graphic very briefly like earlier today, and it looked like a lolly was the main character surrounded by a bunch of dudes, and
That's
so
what I thought.
that'll hit different than like
That's
a
a
dude
dating
surrounded by girls or stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm a little apprehensive of lollies.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's a good thing to be.
We got less than a month, so I'll make sure you check it out and give your honest review.
Yeah.
Now I guess we'll slide right into our last article we got going on in the news. The top 10 best anime opening sequences from winter 2022 have been released. Guess we'll start out with number 10 here. Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout.
What's with all these long titles nowadays?
I don't know. Number 9, Girls Frontline. Tried watching it, not a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched either of those.
Ari Ferretta, Season 2, is number 8.
Solid.
Fair.
Number 7, My Dress Up Darling.
Should be higher.
Yep. Number 6, Richie show here, Tokyo 24th Ward.
I love it. It's a great opening. I absolutely love it.
I still
think
need
this
to
is a
watch
great
it.
spot.
I've
the other
been
show
meaning
I
to
talked
watch
about
it
this week.
every single week of this season.
Yeah, it's good.
Just wait
I
for
like
the
it.
season to be over,
Yeah.
and then just watch it all. Number 5, Platinum End. Number 4, Sabuki Bisco.
Makes sense.
Number 3, Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Number 2 was Attack on Titan. And this one's for the boys right here. Number 1, Ranking of Kings, baby.
I love the opening. This to season 2.
I don't know if they're
like the
talking
second
about the first opening. or
It
the
says the
second
winner
it's gotta be the
season, so
second
I would
one.
imagine it's the second.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It would have to be the second.
Yeah. It's amazing. I think I have this one. I have both, like the first half and this one on my phone. Like I listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it's legit. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know yet.
You better
Oh.
soon.
Soon. Well, with that, our news section is wrapped up. So I guess we'll move right on to our main topic. Returning for yet another week, we have top tier or steer clear. Every week we take a show of choice and rate it in 3 different categories: plot, characters, and art/animation. and comparing to shows covered over previous weeks. This show of choice was from Jake. The show is called Tower of God. It originally aired April 1st, 2020, had a 12-episode run, and has not been confirmed for season 2 yet, but like we've been talking about, how our predictions have been going, who knows if we'll get another season. A little background on the show. What, you got something to say?
I was just going to say, we'll never get another season.
No,
Yeah,
never.
probably
Absolutely not.
Probably not. Maybe 10 years from now, but we'll see.
Could be worth it.
A little background on the show. To reach the top, and everything will be yours. At the top of the tower exists everything in this world, and all of it can be yours. You can become a god. This is a story of the beginning and the end of Rachel, the girl who climbed the tower so she could see the stars, and Bomb, the boy who needed nothing but her. Very simple synopsis.
Is that how you say his name? Bomb?
Bomb?
B-A-M.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I only watched the sub, so I have no idea. Because they said Yoru?
So, Bomb is Korean for night.
Okay.
So, his full name is the 25th Bomb, the 25th night, the day he was born. And night in Japanese is Yoru.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah.
I didn't look it up, so I figured you would know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm your encyclopedia for Tower of God, trust me.
Well, it is your show, so we'll give you the honors.
Let me just clarify for those who haven't paid any attention to the past episodes of our podcast. One Piece is the greatest story ever told. Very closely followed by Tower of God. They're on the same level for me.
Okay,
I often call it the Korean One Piece.
preface this. Are you putting this standing on everything you've read?
Yes.
Or are you putting this standing on the first season?
Well, a little bit of both. But
Because we've put our
Hold on,
we've
hold on,
set
hold
the
on, hold on,
guidelines
hold on.
on these shows based
I know,
on
I
the
know.
season we've watched.
I know. I'm not rating it on anything I've read in the past. I'm saying as a series, Tower of God is my second favorite behind One Piece, almost equal.
Yes.
Not talking about the first
Because me and
season
Richie
yet.
discussed
we got
this
into
last
we got
night
into this, yeah.
about the fact that like we can only preface the fact of what we've seen in season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is not what I was saying at all.
No,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying.
You have to understand when I'm going to give my ratings for this show how much I like it,
Yes.
how much I like this series.
Yes.
So,
I'm
which
just
is
saying-
why I wanted Kirky to send in stuff to balance it out, because I'm going to score it very high. Because
I know
this is
you
one of
are,
my
but,
favorite
like,
series
I also
of all
know
time.
that you know a lot more about the show other than what the first season entails.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
I'm
that's
only gonna-
bias your opinion a little bit.
Yeah, but I can't get around the bias. But I'm only going to score it on the first season, the first 13 episodes.
Okay.
Regardless, this is one of my favorite series of all time. I know everything, so ask any questions you have. As far as plot goes, 10 for season 1.
Okay.
I contemplated giving it a 9.5 because the story gets better in the future, but just based off season 1, I gave it a 10. It has one of the most intricate plots of all time, in my opinion, and I really like the tower system with all the games and the competitions, and like at any moment you could die doing this shit. So it's not like you're here playing games and maybe I'll climb the tower, maybe I won't. It's like, no, either you climb the tower or you die. And what was I going to say? Oh, one of my favorite things, you guys know I'm into really dark shit. One of my favorite things is, like, the nickname for Tower of God by the fans is Tower of Betrayal. As you can see in the first 13 episodes a little bit of. You really can't trust anyone, and fuck Rachel.
Yeah, that's completely
That
fair.
we can all stand by.
Yeah. It was. Let me talk about this because I read the webtoon like 2 years before there was any notice of the anime ever happening. Us in the webtoon community never thought we would get an anime adaptation of it, but so it was funny. I used to, when it was coming out, I would go on YouTube and watch reactions of a bunch of people blind reacting, just waiting and seeing all the webtoon readers in the comments, just waiting for that moment with Rachel to see how people react.
It's brutal, man. That's a brutal moment. Like, I didn't see it. Like, I obviously didn't watch the show, didn't see any spoilers. Like, holy fuck.
What a bitch.
Yeah. I'm going to go last. So
I was gonna ask you, do you want me to go next?
Richie, I'm going to go last.
I want to give it the plot, probably an 8/8. I really like how it's done. John will touch on this point in a bit. The more I thought about this, the more I had to agree with him. There's like, they do focus a lot on the tower, which is really cool. And like, I just wish they'd given more opportunity to like expand on the outside world. It's not much. I don't think they would need it to top it off.
Well, there's no. Well, let me put it this way. I mean, because rewatching it, they did, quote unquote, somewhat explain. Everybody's born, quote, in the tower.
Yeah.
There's the three aspects of the tower. You have the outer tower, the middle, and the inner tower. Well, that's how it was explained, at least.
Yeah, just say what you understood from it, and I'll explain.
So you have the outer tower, which is where everybody's born. The middle of the tower is basically where the show is prefaced, working towards the inner tower, is what I gathered from the explanation.
Yeah. So no.
Oh no.
That's how he explained it was.
That's incorrect.
What you call it, the first guy you talked.
So the inner tower is where they are. The inner tower is the section with all the tests and everything. That's where people climb the tower in the inner tower.
Okay.
The outer tower is where most everyone in the tower is born and live, and the middle tower is just connects the inner and outer tower. So that's where when you see when Yuri,
episode.
Well, when Yuri is trying to get to the no, all the trials and shit are in the inner tower, but when Yuri is trying to get to the second floor, the test floor, to get the Black March back from Bomb, you see her in these weird environments. That's the middle tower because they're traversing outside of the scope of the inner tower, which is monitored. And they can't be, they're rankers. They're not supposed to be there, especially a Princess of Jihad. Also, you need to understand that the tower, like, circumference is about the size of the United States of America. And there are, like, 90% of the population lives in the outer tower and doesn't even know that they're in a tower. So they just live their lives, kingdoms and shit. And then select individuals chosen by head-on are chosen to climb the tower. And while you climb the tower, your goal is to reach the top.
Oh, okay.
So that's another, I mean, I talked to Richie about. They preface, I don't know how to phrase this. They may preface it later on in the webtoon, but like a lot of the main details are only focused on the tower itself and the trials that are going on. Me personally, I want to know a lot of stuff that's going on in the, like, maybe back details.
The outer world is a mystery. We don't know. 550 chapters in, we don't know much about it.
Oh, okay.
Well, which is like I said, that's part of the plot. That like part of me, and it also
it's
also
unraveling
talks about like how him and Rachel,
slowly.
about how him and Rachel are part of the few that weren't even born in the outer tower.
So not the outer tower. The outer tower is still inside the tower.
Yes, I know
Bomb
that.
and Rachel come from outside of
Side.
the tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't even know anything about the outer tower, never mind anything about the outside of the tower itself.
Well, everyone you see in the show comes from the outer tower.
Yes. Which I'll dive into a little bit in the plot or the characters, but like I said, but like you don't even know like I said, everything is prefaced based on just the inner tower itself. A lot of details.
Yeah, because
Me personally, like as far as like all of that's concerned, like I feel like a great plot is based off of certain plot details that are pushed from backstories and other outer details other than the main.
I agree with you, but two things you got to understand. One, of course it's based on the inner tower because we're following Bomb and he's trying to climb the tower, and you climb the tower in the inner tower.
Yes, but there's a lot of like, but there's also a lot of shows that follow that main character. But there's even just like glimpses of certain other aspects of what got them to like.
Well, you see
What makes
glimpses
this
in some
world
of the
run.
characters. You see some of the stuff, but you also got to remember, this season 1 is a prologue.
Like
For the actual
I can
Tower
only
of
base
God
it
story.
on what I've seen in the
I know.
season 1 prologue.
I know, but as season 1, you have to treat it as a prologue.
Yes, but as season 1, I still also have to treat it as like certain details that are necessarily missing that I may get later on.
All right, that's fine.
Back details, you know, because I gotta stay the same on every show.
That's fine, buddy.
I still hold everything to the same accountability.
Yeah, I'm not criticizing how you're thinking about this. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to
No.
use my extensive knowledge. I've been looking forward to this all day.
No, and I enjoy the show. I'm not saying it's a bad show in the slightest.
Yeah.
That being said, I gave the plot an 7.5 because part of me
7.5?
wants, yes,
Yeah.
7.5.
Okay.
Because part of me just wants more, like
All right.
background details. That's my biggest thing.
Something that if we keep going with this show, you're probably not going to like it then because it's a very slow unraveling mystery. You get those details, but they're very vague and you have to figure them out and they're like spaced out.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that. I mean, like, I have no problem with them spacing it out or whatever. But like I said, I can only base it on what I've seen. So,
All right.
that's where I stand. You know.
So is that all for the plot?
Yep.
Yes.
8.7 on the plot.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Characters, I'm going to give it 10.
You're gonna make me read. I saw this fucking coming. I saw this.
Do you want me to? Yeah. I think we know what his final score is going to be as well. I don't know.
Characters, I'm going to give it 10. I really like the characters. The dynamics of... So... I can't say this. I can't watch season 1 without knowing more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no way you can just remove that information from
Yeah. So, one of my favorite dynamics that is very misunderstood in season 1 by people who don't know, because the manhwa does do more explaining. It's you, with the words and the stuff, you're able to explain more. Is Rachel and Bomb's relationship. Everyone was calling it Tower of Simp when it was coming out because Bomb was the biggest simp of all time, blah, blah, blah.
Big facts. They're not wrong.
They are wrong. Yeah. Because Bomb is not simping over Rachel. Bomb is not in love with Rachel.
No, he feels indebted to her to an extent.
Think about it like this. Bomb woke up, was born in a cave with no opening, no way to get out, right outside the tower, right?
Yeah.
Presumably, you'll find this out later, but presumably he could have, there's theories, he could have been there for thousands of years, trapped in that cave alone, right? And he takes a lot of time, builds up this tower of rocks, gets on top and tries to break through the ceiling. And when a hole breaks open, he sees light for the first time along with Rachel, the first person he has ever met. He doesn't know anything. He's been alone in this cave for presumably thousands of years, if not 12 years alone by himself. And so he sees Rachel. Rachel then comes down into the tower from the light, the first light he's ever seen, and teaches him every single thing that he knows. She is basically his mother. She teaches him every single possible thing that he knows. Every moral stance, every guideline, everything he lives his life by, he learned from Rachel. And then she's going to abandon him and leave him alone in the dark again. And he follows her and he's looking for her again because that she is his light, as he says.
It's like a stray puppy.
Yeah, but he's not in love with her. He's not simping over her.
Yeah, yes, he feels indebted to her, which he says.
He wants to protect her.
Well, how he explains it is like he's basically owned by her.
Yeah.
Is how he explains it.
That's basically, and you gotta, Rachel, as you know her personality now at the end of the series, has definitely had to have taken advantage of that and instilled, like, that in him, like, you are mine.
Yeah.
So.
It's like a slave complex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a little bit.
And so a lot of people are misunderstanding Bomb as simping for Rachel when it's a lot more complicated than that. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the characters in this show.
Richie.
I give the characters a 9. I absolutely loved them. I thought I absolutely loved Coon. However you say it, I fucking love that guy in his fucking bag. That's like the same. Like, I wish I had that bag. I'm jealous.
The bag is dope.
And like Rock or Rack or whatever. Like all the characters are done so well, and like I love them. I love the like interpersonal relationships as well, because like even though it's all like fantasy based and stuff like that, like these type of relationships you can see like having like between you and a friend or like you and somebody you think you trust. Like they really humanize everything, and it's not something you get in a bunch of shows, but even here they do it really well from the very beginning.
Yeah.
John?
I mean, I give it an 8. I think that's a fair enough score on my end. Like you said, it's prelude to a lot of the larger scaled details. I mean, you get to see like character development throughout the show, but you can only base character development off of like what you've seen from the get-go. Because there's a lot of like, I don't want to say main characters, but there's like a lot. I mean, it focuses on a lot of the same characters throughout the whole show.
And it'll be like that. It's Bomb is the main character and Rachel is the main character. But this core group we meet on the test floor will be the group that's like climbing the tower with them that we'll focus on.
Yes.
Okay.
That being said, I like a lot like Bomb. I mean, you don't even get much from Rachel, but you get a basis on like why Bomb is the way he is.
Yeah.
And you can somewhat like put details together for other characters on why they act the way they do. But like there's not much ground or stance on like a lot of, I mean, like I said, backstory or some details.
There's quite a lot of backstory.
To an extent.
Who are you thinking of?
I'm terrible with names.
Describe them.
Bring up names.
I'll do my best.
They did the princesses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The princesses are a really interesting character concept that I'll explain in a little bit.
They did get the backstory for the princesses. I remember that. I want to know more about Rachel.
Rachel's a bigger mystery than the fucking tower, dude.
Okay.
Which I expected as much.
The further in we get into unraveling Bomb's backstory, we get more into Rachel.
Okay.
Continue. Explain your thing while I'm looking at.
So, the interesting thing is, they go into it a little bit, but it's kind of hard to kind of piece together the princesses of Jihad, right? So they're not sisters.
Yeah.
So it didn't say that, or it probably mentioned it briefly in dialogue. But the way the structure of the tower works is Jihad is the king.
Yeah.
And then there's the 10 great families, which are the Kun family is one of them. And Yuri's family, the Ha family, is one of them. But the 10 great families, and they have Jihad and the 10 great families have almost absolute power. And what's it called? Anyways, Jihad has he doesn't want a wife, right? But
yeah.
So what he does is he looks for these uber talented girls, mainly from the 10 great families, but he does recruit from outside, like a Knox mom, or like in Dorsey. And when they prove themselves, they get, I think it's his blood, but they share his power. Mm-hmm. And they're not allowed to procreate because that would be giving his power to someone else that he didn't approve of. But what it doesn't tell you is the main purpose of these princesses. So Jihad, there's 134 known floors in the tower. Jihad climbed to the 134th floor. There's a door to the 135th floor that he had a key. So he didn't want to go any higher. So what he did was he broke this key up into 13 different weapons, the 13-month series.
Oh, okay.
And started handing these out to his princesses, with the goal of the princess who collects all 13-month series becomes his wife.
That's interesting. That's a pretty cool way to do it.
Yeah, except for the fact that they're cursed, and anyone who wields more than one 13th month series weapon goes insane.
Oh. Huh. Good drawback.
Yeah, so the Princesses of Jihad is a really interesting topic. And the terrible backstory of Dorsey and what happened to Anok's mom is only like the tip of the iceberg. Like, the tower is fucked up.
Yeah,
Sounds
like I said, which is a lot of the stuff you get from reading it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You get a ton of details from reading it.
Well, even the one gripe I have about this season is the season's based on like 75 chapters, the prologue of Tower of God. And there's so much more explanation and information given in the manhwa than there is in the series, which is understandable, but still I would have liked to see, because there's a lot of anime only viewers who don't know these certain things that they would need to know to fully understand future seasons.
Well, I'm curious because you've seen them both, but subbed or dubbed? I wasn't a huge fan of the dubbed. I watched the sub twice.
I like the dub, but it's not like
I don't like
the greatest dub in the world.
I don't like the voices at all of like the dub.
Some of them are off. I don't like Leiroro's voice. I don't like Rock's voice.
Or what was the first? Why am I drawing a blank? Characters. They're one of the first ranker that you meet.
Leiroro.
Oh yeah.
So speaking of rankers too, I like the sub better. But speaking of rankers too, what it doesn't fully explain here is you become a ranker by getting to the top, the 134th floor, getting to the top of the tower.
Yeah.
And they're called rankers because once you get up there and achieve that status, you're ranked on power levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like the top 500 or something or the top 1,000 are the high rankers. So Yuri is a high ranker. And Han Sung Yu, the yellow-haired like leader on the floor,
Yeah.
he is just outside of high rankers. It's people speculate, like people in the tower speculate that he could be a high ranker anytime he wants, but he stays outside of it for whatever reason. But you saw during the game of tag, like they were kind of messing around and getting the upper hand on Quant, who is a ranker. But you got to understand too, the power level between the lowest ranker and the highest regular is like an NFL player and a toddler. So it's like Quant is literally like playing. Like he could probably close his eyes and go to sleep and perform the same as he did there. Like that's how little he was putting into it.
Huh. Okay. That makes they do like try to reference that a little bit, but like they don't really.
Like rankers. There's only at this time in season 1's time period, there's only one regular who's ever beat a ranker, and that is Adori Jihad, the most powerful princess.
Oh, okay.
So rankers are like insanely strong compared to regulars.
Yeah.
Well, got a 9 for characters.
Seems about right.
You're gonna make me do some changes to make me do the animations over.
Why?
Well, now
Gonna have to update the list.
I gotta update the list
Oh.
because even with these two scores, I already know it's gonna be higher than our previous.
Yeah,
an
well.
8-6. So.
For animation, I gave it a 9.5. The reason it's not a 10, I'll get to that first. The reason it's not a 10 is some of the fights could have been animated better. The reason it's a 9.5 is because I think the art style is beautiful. The backgrounds are gorgeous. The character design is nice. The backgrounds are really fucking gorgeous. And just the art style, very experimental, but what they did with the art style, you wouldn't know this, Richie, you probably do, John, is it referenced what the art was like in the beginning of the manhwa, because SIU was just starting out, right? And he couldn't draw that well. So he had very thick outlined characters and stuff like that. And so it just threw us back. Now he's much better 10 years later, and it's some of the most beautiful art you can find. But it just perfectly encapsulates that feeling of season 1 of the webtoon.
Yeah. I think Richie froze. I'm going to slide in here and do number 2. Be the guy here for number 2. I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily like my forte as far as art.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
Animation. That being said, it's not bad. But you also, like you said, the background and the actual overall art was very well done. It was definitely different. And the fights weren't the main premise of the show in the first place.
Yeah.
But like you said, they could have been a little bit some of the more action-y sequences could have been a little bit more well done.
Yeah, I'm hoping they fix that for future seasons.
They're a little bit more just the touch and go type.
Yeah.
Action sequences. You get the clinks and the back and forth. But not bad. Like I said, it was just not completely up my alley. Because if I'm gonna put, like you said, we've said it every single week leading up to this. If we're gonna put Demon Slayer as a 10.
Yeah.
I gotta base it off of Demon Slayer's animation as like a 10. Where am I gonna put it? You know?
Yeah, I would have given this a 10 if it had good fights, regardless of Demon Slayer, just because of it's a different style than Demon Slayer. As Demon Slayer is all about the fights, and this one, the backgrounds were just unbelievably gorgeous.
Yeah, that's
It had
fair.
Demon Slayer level backgrounds, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
I gave it a 9.5 as well as Jake. I for every reason he stated, like I love this style. Like I think it's super unique to where like it's nothing I've ever seen before. And obviously my I haven't seen a lot of anime. I think this comes up at least once a week.
Yeah.
But there's nothing they did wrong. Like I guess the fights could have been better, but I don't think it would have like improved the show or like had any like it didn't take away from it in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'm completely okay with how they did it.
While we're on the art and animation, what'd you guys think of Stray Kids opening and ending?
That was pretty legit.
I loved it.
I liked it.
You did call out that moment where like they do the animated instead of like the credits, they like go through like sequences.
When Rachel pushes bomb and he's falling.
It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It made me less pissed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, at least I get this cool moment, right?
Bliss.
Dude, fuck Rachel.
Yeah, fuck her, dude.
I hate to be that guy, but we run across it in so many shows. Why we can't trust some of these chicks, man? You know?
Bitches.
They out here. We've run into it in a handful of shows already.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll say this, though. As someone who's read everything, all the chapters, Rachel is the worst of all of them.
Really?
Really?
Yep. Rachel is the worst character ever created, and I hope she dies a horrible, fiery death in hell.
Damn. I'm going to have to start reading this. I gotta start.
Yeah, I mean, enough of the webtoon is out, so I might as well.
Enough of the webtoon, guy. We're like 550 chapters in.
Yeah, well, webtoons like kind of like blocks you out from certain stuff sometimes. So
yeah, like the daily pass and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's the daily pass is only 3 episodes. You can catch up. The good thing about SIU, which by the way, SIU stands for Slave in Utero. Think about that. But the cool thing about him is his chapters are like incredibly long.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's like it's 500 chapters, but it might as well be like 750.
Yeah. Good to know. I know what I'm doing later.
Yep.
yeah, when I get into bed, it'll put me to sleep.
I would start over from episode 1.
Yeah, I don't. I figured I would. I don't have any plans
Or
to skip.
if you want, you could go on YouTube. One of the most popular Tower of God YouTubers, Dr. Bonehead. Him and his friends got together and they dubbed with the manhwa panels season 1 and a little bit of season 2 of the manhwa. So you can just go and watch the episodes like that. They're like 10 minutes apiece.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's how I watched, or that's how I read the first chapter the first time, or the first season the first time.
Yeah. They'll look into that.
Well, dickhead, you did it.
Solid.
Let's go.
Just barely scraped it. 8-9, baby. Final score, 8-9.
Now we don't have a tie.
And you can't have that facial expression, John, with how high I scored this. You knew I was going to score it high. I knew I was going to score it high. I tried to get Kirky in here to bring it down.
I needed Kirkland in the mix. I barely say that, but I needed Kirkland here.
I talked to
Kirky. If we had
Kirky.
Kirkland here, it probably would have been a 3-way tie.
No, it wouldn't have been. It would have been higher.
It probably
I talked to Kirky a couple days ago. He said the problem is I love Tower of God.
I know, but loving Tower, I don't know if he would have put it on 10 9.5s.
Yeah, he would have.
I don't
At
know.
least 9.5s. I literally
Across
had
the
this
board?
conversation with him the other day. I said, I need you to come in and bring the score down because I'm going to score it real high. He said, I wouldn't bring the score down at all.
Well, we got John to do
Just
that,
you,
right?
John.
Well,
It's all right, though. It's not for everybody.
I know. Not even that. I mean, it's like, it got an 8.9 across the board, so clearly it's not that like a bad show. I mean,
Yeah.
like
It's better than Bleach.
I graded it as unbiasedly as I could.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was a strict judge in the fact that like I need to hold every show to the same standard. Case in point. Whether I read it or not, I gotta hold it to the same standard across the board. Because there's
Still
a
better
few
than
shows
Bleach.
that I've watched or read more than what we've covered, and
Yeah.
so like but I gotta hold it to what I know.
Yeah, the problem is I know too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know literally everything. I've spent hours watching lore videos and shit. I can't watch it without knowing.
Which coming into it, whatever. All right. Well, that being said, adding some extra work to my plate for this week. God damn. Well, we'll move into our draft. I've been covering that every single week. This will help me a little bit more, mentally, knowing the fact that Jake did not place in the top 2 yet again.
I feel like there's some rigging going on. Did you misspell any of my character names?
I did not. I made sure to go through and triple check them.
Well, then our fans may or may not be stupid.
Well, the thing is, Jake, is you choose a lot of like people that like aren't necessarily like the go-to people for like a lot of like the general anime watchers.
I know.
So like
I'm trusting the fan base.
I know.
Rough.
Mistake number 1.
Yeah, it's true.
Like at the very least, me and Richie's first few picks are like big name people that like everybody's always gonna know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
but if I win by selling out, then it's not a win.
That's fine. You
You're
can
not
just
selling
take
out.
last,
It's
man.
still-
It's okay.
I'm not saying you're selling out, but I'm not going to sell out.
Okay, buddy.
I literally pick Bleach every single week.
Yeah, and I pick One Piece every single week.
Then I pick Naruto.
I feel
every
like
single
Bleach
week.
has more of a cult following.
Well,
like
the
One Piece
difference
and Naruto.
between Bleach and One Piece is a lot more people watch Bleach because it's shorter. A lot of people don't want to watch One Piece because it's so long.
That's fair.
I think it's the opposite. I think more people than you think will watch One Piece. So many people I know have like started One Piece within the last year. Richie
Yeah,
included.
but
Yeah, well-
all I see about One Piece is I don't want to watch that. It's too long. I'd
and
watch
then they
One
end up
Piece, but
watching
I don't have the time.
Then they start watching it. Like I know a few of my boys who like started One Piece, and like their husbands or wives end up starting One Piece with them, and they just watch it. Like
Yeah.
they've started within the last 6 months to a year. So I mean, like a lot of the
good
stuff
for
that's been
them.
going on recently,
They're in for a very long and entertaining journey.
I think maybe COVID might have a big factor in a lot of
Dude, can we talk about COVID's impact on the anime industry?
Oh,
that.
it's
Stupid. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Insane.
Like I can't even imagine how much more money was flowing into like Crunchyroll and Funimation over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
It's got to be insane, like the user base.
Yeah.
I would love to see those numbers.
I'm curious. Any of you canceled your Funimation accounts yet?
No, I'm not going to till it's like
Till the end of
done.
this season.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Well, no, they're not adding anything past this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
are they bringing the current shows over to Crunchyroll now?
As of April 1st, everything's supposed to be transferred over.
I think it'll be
'Cause
after.
I
So
still
they're
have
finishing-
shows I'm watching on Funimation.
They're
that I-
finishing out, so they're adding all the shows to Crunchyroll, but they're finishing out the winter season. So as of April 1st, when the spring season's supposed to start, that's when all the new episodes for all the shows are supposed to drop. And a lot of so there's no new episodes getting added other than the current season running shows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll cancel my Funimation as soon as that season's over.
Yes. Which, I mean, you could cancel it now, technically, because the season's going to be over by the time your subscription renews. Because it's by month.
Yeah, it's true.
Ari Ferretta might not be, though. It might be a little bit
Yeah,
later.
dude.
Ari Ferretta's episode 8. I mean, 4
Ari
episodes.
Ferretta's on
episodes?
Crunchyroll, though.
Oh, it is? Already?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the ones they switched over.
No, it was always on Crunchyroll.
Was it?
Yeah. It's just not dubbed on Crunchyroll.
Oh, I must have just missed it then.
Which, I mean, I think they switched part of that over. I think they might have.
I just wasn't sure because
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I would expect them to bring over all the dubs as well because
Which I've seen them do a lot of the shows. They switched
Yeah.
over to dubs. They've added the dubbed category. So.
Yeah.
that was the main reason I had a Funimation.
I feel like the Crunchyroll system runs a lot smoother. I don't know how I feel about the layout in comparison to Funimation.
I
but
like
as
the
far as, like,
Funimation
video
layout more.
I like the layout of Funimation, but I like the streaming. Like, it runs more smoothly on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Funimation is like the worst running like site for me. And like you said, I mean,
I will
granted,
say
my
I
computer's
never
bad.
had problems with it, but like the past month or two, I've had problems where my episodes just wouldn't play.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would just stop playing, and then you can't,
Yeah.
like...
Yeah,
they
it doesn't
won't
load.
buffer
It'll just
anything.
do like the spin.
You have to, like, back out and then reload the episode.
Yeah.
But I do like the layout a lot better on Funimation.
That's fair.
That being said, let's roll into our draft, baby. Yet another week. Last week, we did our smartest characters. How we felt about our smartest characters. It went me, Richie, Jake, yet again. Shikamaru took me for the win on that one.
yeah,
I ain't
dude.
gonna lie.
I'm
Shikamaru.
thinking there's foul play here, Richie.
Would you like to post on the 6 websites I post on every week? And would
Go
you
ahead,
like to-
John. I trust you.
Would you like to post? I will hand you all the responsibilities of the weekly show that comes out. I will hand
all
you
good,
all the
John.
responsibilities. I have no problem with that.
It's
If I
all
have
good.
to go and just
You
watch
take-
my one show every
You
week,
take
I'm all
your
for
wins. You
I
take
will
your
go.
wins.
it. You know, I am all about the fact that, I'll email you all the accounts, all you, son.
What
Pass
do you
it
mean
right
you'll
along to
email
you.
me all the accounts? I made most of them.
Oh damn.
I keep them all up, so up and
Yeah.
running. I got no problem sending, letting you take care of the week to week.
That's what you want to do, guy.
Phase me out like Kirky.
Well, if you're not doing that stuff, we could get you out of here. Just me and Richie.
This is true.
I have fun,
It's the only reason we keep you around.
Yeah, well,
Someone's got.
someone needs a real opinion.
Oh boy.
Well, that being said, this week's draft, we are doing our favorite elderly characters in anime. Because if anybody watches anime, they know that old people just smack. It's just kind of the vibe that you get from most old people in anime. So,
Yeah.
we're covering our favorite old people. Not necessarily masters. We did that a few weeks ago. But we're doing our favorite elderly characters. I'm feeling generous this week. Richie,
Oh.
where would you like to go on the list?
I'll take one. Oh, that's fine by me.
Okay. I'll take sandwich. I'm fine with sandwich. Richie, me, Jake. Richie, first pick. What do we got?
I think I gotta go. Who do I want to go with? This is a tough choice. I guess he's kind of old. I think I gotta go with him because I love this man, Jiraiya.
Okay.
I would consider him old.
That's what's like. He's kind of like on that brink. He's like a young old man.
For any of you that can hear something coming from me, it's raining real bad outside, so I apologize.
I can't hear anything on my end, so you should.
Yeah,
be
you-
fine.
Yeah, I'm getting a little the spikes.
Me? Where do I want to go with this? Let's take Whitebeard.
Solid.
That makes sense.
I know there's a handful of older people in One Piece.
There's a lot.
So.
I was contemplating just making a whole list from One Piece.
You honestly could. Jake, you get 2.
I'm gonna go with Silver's Rayleigh from One Piece,
Yeah.
and let's see, Yoshimura from Tokyo Ghoul.
Ooh, you gotta take my one Tokyo Ghoul. You know, homeboy's got to represent here. Head Captain Yamamoto.
That's fair.
I didn't even put him on my list because I knew.
Homeboy is OP as hell. Don't even front with me like he's not.
Get his ass clapped by Netero.
Let's see. Who do I want to go with? I'll go with. I'm gonna go with All for One for my hero because that man's like 300 years old.
That's interesting. You know, I'm not going to choose any of these, but I forgot to talk about this during Tower of God. If we're talking 300 is old, then you could choose any character in Tower of God.
Oh. I guess I don't really know how their ages.
Kun is at least 200, and Dorsey's at least 300.
Oh my damn.
Yeah, because of Shinsu, that's how you age in the tower.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, Yuri Jihad
Yeah.
is 650. And fun fact, it takes an average of like 200 to 300 years to climb the tower.
Holy fuck. Well, good thing they lived that long.
Yeah.
My other pick is going to be good old Captain Leonard Burns from Fire Force. Captain of Division 1. I think it was Division 1.
Yeah, it is.
You be representing with the Fire Force. Picks.
I love that show, man.
It's a great show. I'm not saying it's not. You always just be representing in the draft.
Yeah,
Fire
it's one of
Force.
my favorite shows. I think the characters are so well done.
Fair enough. I love that show, so I'm all about it. I'm gonna have to go with the OG here, Master Roshi.
That's fair.
I already mentioned him once. I have to go with Netero from Hunter x Hunter.
I was hoping that would come back around, but
And Richie, I hate to do it to you.
I know who. I left it open.
you take
Genkai, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that was gonna be my last pick. I was just hoping you would wait to the last pick to make it.
I had already just told myself I'm gonna take it if you don't take it like first or second.
That's fair.
Tell me how they put Orochimaru on the list.
Because Orochimaru is the same
Yes,
age as
so
Jiraiya.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
true.
just his body's not that age, but his mind is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Hiruzen, Lord Fourth,
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Lord Third.
Third. Wow, it was Fourth. Well,
Third
technically
is
he
Lord
got-
Third.
Fourth is
Was he?
Minato.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't he take the fourth?
Yeah, but he's
No,
still the
he's
third.
still Lord Third, but he just became Hokage again.
Yeah,
after
after
Minato's death.
Minato. But I thought they
Yeah.
kept calling him Fourth after.
No.
They still
Naruto.
call him third. Let's see. I think my next pick will be. Let's see. Hopefully, I pronounce this right. Yoshinobu Gakuganji from Jujutsu Kaisen. I will put that in the thing later.
You're a braver man than me. I would never have tried to pronounce that.
Yeah. I'll take a couple of stabs at it. I don't think I was close, but. So, what, my last pick?
Nice pick.
I don't know. This is tough. I literally can't. As you can see me looking down this entire time, I'm literally looking at a list on my phone. How long can I stall talking about nothing? I think it's going to be
There's
not
about
that
a million
hard.
people. There's
But-
about a million
I know
people
who
from
it
One
is.
Piece you could pick.
We're going with Joseph Joestar from JoJo's.
Oh, from
From,
the later seasons.
Yeah, from season 2 and stuff like that. On. When he's an old fucking man.
I was gonna say all you have to do is pick one person from fucking One Piece.
But like, I didn't really want to go that way. I wanted to stay out of that area because I've been, disloyal
Fair
to
enough.
One Piece over the past couple of weeks.
Fair
You
enough.
don't deserve to pick them.
No, I can't. It's
You
the
haven't
greatest
earned it?
story of the whole. Yeah.
It is the greatest. There we go, Richie. This is why he's staying, John.
That's why you keep me around. You need somebody to fucking knock some sense into your bitch's head.
Nah, I only need yes men.
You only need yes men. Where do I want to go with this one? Let's go King Bradley.
King Bradley.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
from
Full Metal.
Full Metal.
Kind of stuck between two options. One I want to take because I like him so much, and one I want to take because he's a very popular person among the plebeians.
Oh,
You might need that one popular person going on here.
true. You got to get out of third, man. You got to put me back in my place.
You're 2 weeks in third.
Yeah, I don't pander to the masses.
Oh,
Monkey
damn.
D. Garp, One Piece.
Okay.
I was gonna say Commander Pixis.
That was I had 3
That's a good one.
when I was looking at the final list. It was Pixis.
Yeah.
And the other one was the one that I didn't choose was Professor Oak. Throw it back to some Pokemon.
Professor O. I didn't even
Oh,
think about
okay.
him.
Yeah,
I thought it would be a good pick, but
that's a solid pick.
You seen that meme where it's like Professor Oak giving kids Pokemon and sending them out to the world? So now he's in a town full of single mothers.
that's good. I don't think I've seen that, but I absolutely love it.
Well, with that, that's our draft for this week. Favorite elderly characters, OP elderly characters in anime. I'll make sure to spell check there for you, Jake.
Thank you.
With that, we'll slide right into our outro. I'm going to sit back and relax while Jake takes it for me.
Are we still doing this?
Yeah, we're still doing this.
Yeah.
Richie's been taking half the news. Your turn to take the outro.
All right. Well, that's episode 21 of the Anime Happy Hour podcast. We covered the second greatest story ever told, Tower of God, today. If you're wondering about the first greatest story ever told, it's One Piece. Check them both out. Also, Stray Kids, come back March 18th with Ordinary. Check it out. They have a main trailer for the album and unveiled track trailer for the first song. Yeah. Lost my train of thought there. Anyways, you can email us at animehappyhour951@gmail.com. You can contact us anytime on Facebook. Check out our Spotify, Google Podcast. You can check out our Anchor profile. Leave us comments, tips, anything you guys think about the podcast, any feedback. We're also looking for if you guys want to send in ideas for the draft or any shows we could do in the future. Just let us
If
know.
you're artistically talented, too, make sure to reach
Yeah.
out.
Yes,
We're
looking
looking for
to
a few
redo
ideas
our-
for logos and intro songs. So if you're good at either of those levels, make sure to reach out to us.
Yeah,
We
and
got you.
we're looking, just for a basis of the art style, we're putting Richie in a Miller High Life shirt. So,
Yep.
it's all that matters, and it could be anything else.
yeah. Our YouTube channel is currently up. We've got episodes 1 through 17 with just the graphic. And then starting in episode 18, we're loading video on there. we're possibly looking into doing live streaming episodes in the future. We'll let you know about that. But go check it out. Give us a subscribe, a like, comment. Once again, any tips, ideas, whatever. So just keep sticking with us. You know, we've been doing this is our 21st episode. We've been doing this for a while. We're starting to get our feet under us, and we're happy you guys are along with the ride. See ya.
Peace.
See ya.
Till next week.